Okay, here we are for another episode of the Danny and Troy Show. And I've got a different background. I hope the lighting isn't too much of a
He's
problem.
in Bhutan. He's in Bhutan.
Yeah, I can give people a sneak peek out the window
Yeah, why
to
not?
prove that. Hope
Just
you,
to whet their appetite.
yeah, don't get motion sickness.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's my view. The streets of
And you're in
Bhutan.
Thimphu, right?
Yeah,
Thimphu? That's the capital of
that's
Bhutan.
right. Capital.
For those of you who don't know.
So yeah, I'll
Okay.
be here for a few weeks, probably up to 6 weeks, sorting out Bhutan data scientists. And yeah, it's I may as well give a little plug to that one. We're doing
Yeah,
social
why
media
not?
management. Anybody out there wanting daily posts? We're utilizing resources here in Bhutan as well as artificial intelligence to create content that goes out onto social media platforms such as LinkedIn and Facebook. And yeah, it's a service that we're offering for $2 a day. And it just helps people increase their influence and engagement across social media platforms. Let us know if you're interested in that.
I'm interested. Can you do
Yeah,
it for me?
we are doing it for Danny. We're doing it for me.
That's
And
part of it, right? What we're doing
yeah,
now.
it's we've seen
Embarrassing
some.
ourselves globally.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a little experiment
Okay.
for you today. This these lyrics, I call them, because it started out as a poem. And then in the editorial process, I really was very unpleased with the whole thing as a poem. So I started rewriting it. It started off as kind of like a poem to someone, and then it became a symphony. And I
Wow.
want to explain that because I'm going to perform a little bit for you. I hope I'm not too loud, but it is a symphony, and it is a symphony of words, meaning that as I conduct this performance, I will stress words the way I feel them. And if it's possible, I would like for the listener to not hear the words, even though that's going to be very difficult not to do, but to listen to the intonation and the volume and maybe even flux and change in my voice as I read through these lyrics, right?
Cool.
So one might think of them as lyrics to a song, which is being conducted by a symphony without music.
All right.
So
That's
I,
exciting.
I want I
Yeah.
want to know what you think. This is really raw, but I wanted to give it
Yeah.
a shot anyway. All
Sure.
right. This is the first time I've read it out loud. Here we
Okay.
go. It's called The Oak. And listen, to the sound. I'll remind
Mhm.
you one last
Yeah.
time, right? The oak. I may be bold, horns and drums. I may do the impossible, cymbals. I may do anything, violins. I may be God if I wish, clarinet. I will decide who and what I am, tuba. Only I. There are no no's, only yeses, only creation, only the unimaginable. If not, why bother? There is no disappointment on your face. You watch and wait and determine the fate of the world. I crown you. You are my ring. You are a ring in my oak. I am the oak, the flying oak. The leaves flutter in the breeze. Branches sway. My roots are in my hands. I grip the earth. I grasp it. I plunge. I stand against the hurricane. I lodge the birds. I shade the earth. I am the king of trees. I am not drilled by insects. I am the period at the end of the sentence. I am in the air that passes through your lips. Listen to the wind in my branches. They creak in the bluster. You may sit beneath me in comfort and repose. It is a pity that I cannot perform every talent, create in every realm, that I am limited to only a few. I want it all of it. I shall have all that time permits. I shall exhaust all possibilities. I shall cause the rain to fall, the clouds to sail in the sky, the water to flow, and life to live. And eternity and I shall kiss and kiss until it is not enough. I want more. I shall strike like lightning, roar like thunder. I shall cause life. I shall tease the mountains like they were but dunes of sand, broken and fly away. I shall command time and being and becoming. I shall cast will like it is a fishing net. Life is but a humming of a mosquito wing. Stand aside, I say, stand aside. I am bored with you. I roar like a lion. Life is but bait for me. I snatch it. I chew your hooks. I slurp your lines, your weights, your corks like popcorn, your pulls like breadsticks. Give me a sun to swallow, stars to inhale, worlds to compose my cobblestones. I create skies. The oceans are my sweat, the northern lights my eyes, the heavens my wishes. God is nothing to me. My life is a hymn. I am one thing and then another, again another. I am contradiction. I break logic. I pull theories and laws from space, postulates like worms from the ground. I am not shy. I do not cry. I pierce your skin with my eyes. I thread you through the needle of my eye. I am. I shall melt one day like ice, and ice shall fall from the sky, and I shall sleep. I shall sleep. I shall sleep.
Nice. Yeah, I love
I'll have to listen to that one later.
the rhythm of it, like you mentioned. It's definitely there. I mean, it took us, or me, on a journey, of intensity, and then yeah, settling down into calm, melted ice, and yeah, the imagery that was playing in my mind, um, really connected with this notion that I can't get away from it when I'm here in Bhutan, but we are all one. And yeah, coming from this space of unconsciousness or formlessness into consciousness and form, yeah, it's beautifully expressed in a more artistic approach than we've done before, with the usually the power of expression just comes from the words alone. But now the tonality and the emphasis and the, yeah, I'm not sure what else to describe, but theatricals of it give it such a new and enjoyable and entertaining approach. So thanks for that. And I'm looking forward to doing one myself. I mean, you're really inspiring me to get this aspect. I know I mentioned it last time as well. The book that I'm writing and the stories that are coming out, my auto fiction approach. But yeah, what else?
Good. That's enough. You know, it's a first reading, I would say, right?
Yeah. What I'd like to make a point on as well is this, and I hope I'm not letting the cat out of the bag too early here, but that our project, Glass Octopus, a social media platform that helps people be creatively expressive, whether it is these readings, for example, or poetry, or playing music, or doing a dance. authentically expressing yourself artistically, but also with a tag or an attachment to business. So who you are and what you're about. So yeah, these examples that we're doing show what we want people to use. And the Glass Octopus for, it's still in development, and this is just the teaser of what's coming. But yeah, these are the sorts of things that we will be establishing a platform for people to express themselves from.
It's kind of like a variety show now, isn't it? Right?
Well,
We're leading people into it. As I think, whether we know it or not, I believe from yesterday's response to the, sex is a word, right? Broadcast that we did, we got about 50 people who listened to it, and people were starting to comment on
yeah.
it. And, that made me a little nervous. It's like, oh my God, we really do have an audience of people, right?
Cool.
And of course, the most avant-garde thing is when they all, come out of the grave, like a Michael Jackson film or something, right? And start commenting on, of course, the most, I don't know, what would you call it? Risque collection of words talking about,
Sure.
sex and
Sure.
fertility and things of that nature. We are like shaman in a way, right? We not that this is an element of pride, but it's something that we like to do for people. And
Right.
by example, I would like to say, right? And we'd love to have people join us, send us a note,
Right.
tell us you'd like to join us, and
Exactly.
we'll walk you through one of these YouTube presentations of ours, and
Yep.
you get to, go on our prime time and let other people see how we react.
Exactly.
Three of us or something like that.
Yeah.
And watch it play.
Exactly.
And it could be anything from flower arranging to, like you said, to dance or whatever. And we love meeting people, and we love sharing experience together, and see what we can create and where it's going to go. And of course, you emphasize something I should emphasize as well, is that many of us, entertainment is business as well, believe it or not. And yeah, it's a big business.
All
And
business
so
is show business.
that's no business like show business.
No, all business is show business.
Yeah. And I replied, what did I say?
There's
no business like show business, right? So, we're good listeners. I like to think we're good talkers too.
Cool.
I think I do most of it. But Troy, you're captivating when you express yourself, because you're symbolic of all the other people who are following a lead and saying, "Come on, it's okay. Come on in. The water's fine." Right?
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
And you can make yourself known one way or the other. And even if you're in business per se, whether you're selling, Fuller brushes door to door or whatever, then this is an opportunity to perform.
Exactly.
And a sample of some of the programs, I don't want to say this because it sounds like it's turning into a sales pitch, but there are many ways in which we can get professionally involved, and lead you, in a direction where you have more confidence and you enjoy what you're doing, and then all the rest will come quite naturally.
Exactly.
Don't you think, Troy?
I
Yeah.
agree 100%. And since seems to be a little bit of our side promotional work here, let's talk about Eudaimonian Mentoring, which is another creative expression program that comes under Datalogical Services products list. And that Eudaimonian Mentoring, or EM, exactly helps people like what you just described, in ways of peer mentoring, help people just enjoy what they do. And this is what we have always, held true, is if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. So if anybody out there is feeling that they want to make some change and bring some more creativeness or fun into
Relief.
their daily routines, let us know, because we've got some great assisting programs and services to help. And yes, I'll leave it at
Yeah.
that.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you, Troy. And thank
Thank you,
you,
Danny.
audience.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye
I'll
now.
catch you tomorrow. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Okay. Bye now. Bye.